Hey, what's up, guys? It's Jake, aka Tag, and today we're back at it again, having something different today. We're going to be having Faye on the line. What's up, dude?
Hey, what's up? Thank you for inviting me to your channel.
Anytime, dude. So, we are already covering Lava Hound Clone, one of the decks that I'm not so good at, but Faye is an absolute monster at this deck. So, dude, what are some tips? What are some things that we can incorporate into our own gameplay to get better at Lava Clone?
Normally, when I start the game, I start with the Lava Hound if I have it in hand, and so I can defend with Skarmy or the bats. If not, you can cycle cards like Snowball, Flying Machine, and then you can use your Lava Hound. And sometimes you have to trade towers because it's a heavy deck, so you can use the clone and you can deal a lot of damage.
Awesome. That seems pretty solid. So, you want to hop into some ladder games?
Yeah, of course. I have to cycle with bats, then put the Lava Hound.
Sounds good.
Or it depends on what does he. Okay, he throws a nice spirit.
So what are the cards that you want to cycle at the start of the game? Would you ever cycle Skarmy, or you said Lava Hound is your initial favorite card to cycle?
Yeah. Normally I cycle with the bats or the Flying Machine, or even a Snowball.
Mm-hmm. Would you ever cycle Baby Dragon in the back, or not really?
No, I don't like it because it's a good troop to play with the Lava Hound behind the Lava Hound.
Mm-hmm. And you never really want to wait until double elixir with this deck, right? Because
no, I don't like to wait.
Yeah, because if you lose a tower, because it's all like very difficult to defend in some situations. If your opponent has zap, if they just zap your Skarmy, a lot of times you can just lose a tower.
Yeah.
So it's really hard to come back in that like 1 minute time period, right?
Right. Yeah. I have the Lava Hound again.
So you would want to go opposite lane in this situation, or do you want to go same?
Opposite lane, because I can trade towers if he do a really big push. But like this, I think I can defend with this Skarmy.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Oh, that was a really good Skarmy placement. The Princess, if you dropped it like in the middle or anywhere else, the entire Skarmy would have just got slaughtered. That was really cool, man.
Thank you. Let's see if I can clone right over here.
Flying Machine was dropped in the middle, so then it kills the Princess, and then also goes in the same lane as the Lava Hound. That's also amazing. Snowball comes down, denied damage. So, you think he has Log or Barbarrel with this deck? He might pre-log, but I guess like if there's Skarmies, it's hard to justify pre-logging a Skarmy. Probably won't hit all of it.
Snowball.
Mm-hmm. So,
okay.
Yeah. What point do you ever like give up your tower against these type of decks?
I mean, if I didn't have nothing to defend his prince, I would give my tower, but with Skarmy I can defend it pretty well, so I don't do that. Okay, perfect. Baby Dragon does his tower, so I will try to defend now. Okay, with Snowball, Lumberjack over here. I think it's defended.
That's really cool. See, a lot of people would actually like Skarmy the Goblin Barrel, but then they wouldn't have that in cycle for the Prince, and then they would like lose their tower. I feel like that's one of the key things that you do differently. You end up eating a little bit of damage, but snowballing instead, and I think that's really cool.
No, I didn't have the Snowball in cycle, so I could Skarmy. I have the Lumberjacks if he plays the Prince. Let's see if I can cycle to my Skarmy. I will leave it over here. Okay, now I have this Skarmy.
It's a really good Baby Dragon too. It's going to be able to damage the Prince pretty heavily, so even if he gets a log off, it's just not going to matter. That was really well played, man.
Thank you.
Let's hop right on to the next one. So we're into another one against Dark. Let's go, dude.
Yeah, let's go. Okay.
So another thing that's pretty interesting, I think that a lot of people when they're playing Beatdown, they never really want to start off the game with a Lava Hound, but since you're having Clone, I think it just, doesn't it operate differently than most like Lava Hound Balloon decks? Would you play a Lava Hound Balloon deck the same way that you're playing Lava Hound Clone, like starting the game with Lava Hound, or do you not?
No, I don't.
Yeah.
Normally I don't, but in this deck with Skarmy, I mean, if he doesn't have the right cycle, you can defend pretty good with Skarmy or with the bats, or even with Lumberjack. So I don't mind starting with Lava Hound at the back. Okay.
Whoa, what is this deck? That's crazy. I saw Spear Goblins and I'm like, oh, it's gonna be the Prince one. It's not.
Yeah.
Okay. For sure it's gonna be Prince Minor Poison. That's crazy.
Yeah. And now I have the Lava Hound on cycle.
So
I can put it. And he played his Royal Giant. I don't know if he does have another win condition. Okay.
got
has
minor plus plus
Yeah.
RG, so I feel like it probably doesn't have anything else.
Yeah.
So another question that I have is, when you're playing this deck, do you ever like going like Baby Dragon, Lumberjack, and cloning those cards, or what are the primary cards that you like cloning on offense? Because what I see is, yeah.
I normally never clone the flying machine because normally people have like Mega Minion or Fireball, something like that. So it depends on his deck. If he has Lightning, normally I do the Lava Hound plus Baby Dragon plus the Bats, and then I clone. Or Lava Hound plus Lumberjack plus Bats, and I clone. If he doesn't have a big spell, I can do with Lumberjack, Baby, and clone with the Lava Hound, but that's a lot of elixir, so I should like trade towers off if he wants to defend. I do that.
Yeah, it's pretty cool how this deck operates, because if you bait out you drop your clone, you bait out a snowball, and then they have like nothing for the Skarmy, and it's really infuriating to drop like maybe 12 elixir of bridge spam and just getting it all countered by a Skarmy.
Yeah.
So you're gonna start a Lava Hound when you're up elixir, obviously really cool. Flying Machine again.
Okay, I can clone over here. Oh, he has an Inferno Tower, I forgot it.
Yeah, he drops an Inferno Tower in that placement, so then your Fly Machine can't immediately lock on top of it. That's a pretty cool placement. Like, usually people drop it in the middle. It's way easier for the Fly Machine to lock on.
Yeah.
So at this point, you're just spamming the river because you've broken through the Inferno Tower and you want to just keep up their pressure, right?
Right. Okay. Wow, I haven't finished yet.
You're like, the game's not over yet. How?
Let's see if I can do it over here. I will defend with bats. He snowballs, but I think I have one.
Yeah, he doesn't even have a big spell, so
Yeah,
you got him. Well played, man.
Nice. Thank
Beat
you.
an Inferno Tower.
A really strange deck.
Yeah, really crazy Inferno Tower deck there.
I can start with the Lava Hound now.
It's awesome that you get in the starting hand.
Yeah.
So what are the worst matchups for this deck? Are there any matchups that you kind of fear when you face it, or are there generally all?
Normally against Ice Bow and against decks like... Oh, a second. Oh no. A little bit late.
All good.
Okay. Against Ice Bow or against decks with Inferno Tower and Balloon or something like that. Or even Inferno Tower with Poison like Minor Control. Sometimes it's difficult, but you can win. I mean, with the Lumberjack you can do good pressure, but normally it's difficult.
Do you try to go opposite lane or same lane against Expo players? That's one of the things that I've always wondered in this matchup with Lava Clone. I feel like that's
normally.
Yeah.
I play the Lava Hound and the Expo player plays his. Oh, he has Golem. Okay, he plays his Expo. It depends on the Expo player. I mean, I play the Lava Hound, and he has to decide if go to the same lane or not.
Oh,
but
okay,
normally
so
to the Expo player, I go opposite lanes because if I trade towers, it's better for me.
That's cool.
Here I can clone the Lumberjack, the Lavas, and the Bats. So I think his mini P.E.K.K.A dies, nice.
That's awesome.
And now I have the Skarmy to defend the Golem.
So against Golem, you like going same lane?
And not always, but I think we played it at the same time, so I didn't know that he was going that lane.
Yeah.
Normally I like going to the opposite lane and doing like Baby Dragon Lumberjack clone. Normally he has to zap or tornado or something like that, so I can defend really easily his Golem with the Bats or the Skarmy.
So what I gathered is primarily like the Skarmy and Bats are two defensive cards for you, and then Fly Machine you just use to pick off cards and counter push with, and Baby Dragon is always a defense to offense. I love how this deck you just end up dropping cards on defense like Baby Dragon, Lumberjack, you throw a Lava Hound in front, and then you just clone and you automatically have a huge push on them.
Yeah.
So cool.
It's they are really important. He has lightning. The Bats and the Skarmy to defend are really important. If you bait his small spell on a clone or something like that, you can defend pretty easily with them.
Another thing that I gathered from you is you're starting your Lava Hound so frequently as a play that sometimes you aren't even able to pick if you want to go same lane or opposite lane, because starting the Lava Hound is such a priority for you. You always want to prioritize having that Lava Hound down opposed to going in for I'm really waiting for him to start a Golem and then I'm going to go opposite lane. Is that true that you just want to keep starting Lava Hounds in the back?
Yeah, I like starting with Lava Hound in the back, and sometimes I know that I have more elixir than him, so I do it, and I can make a really big push. In this time, he doesn't have tornado, so it's better for me.
Hmm. He's got a really
Sometimes
weird one.
when they have tornado, I wait till they use it so I can use my clone, or even I can clone, so it's three elixir, and I have the rage of the lumberjack.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes even you can clone even knowing that he has tornado if you want the lumberjack rage.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy how good Lumberjack is in this meta. Do you think it's actually going to get nerfed? I feel like it's one of the strongest cards in the game right now.
I feel it should get nerfed because it's really really strong, even in 2v2 and 1v1 in all
Yeah.
games. I think that comb was pretty bad.
Yeah, that was a pretty sacrificial
Well,
golem. Oh, wow. I mean, he does have Zap. That mini P.E.K.K.A.
well,
Oh my gosh, dude. You had me scared. I was concentrated on that mini P.E.K.K.A. I can't
was scared
believe
too.
you pulled that one out.
I didn't know that he was gonna place the mini picker right there, but it's true that he had Zeb, so.
Dude, we thought that golem was a bad decision, but he actually used the golemites to tank for the mini P.E.K.K.A. and he almost got the mini P.E.K.K.A. to the tower. Oh
Yeah.
man.
I'm in another game. I think
Alright.
this guy is from CRL Asia. I'm not
Let's
sure.
see. Yeah, I think he is too. He's got the prefix of one of the clans there, so I would assume he has.
Okay.
Snowball and Hog. Probably gonna be Hog Earthquake, right? That's usual.
Yeah, I can win this matchup. I have now the lava cycle. Okay, I will ignore that Barbaro if he doesn't throw anything else. Okay, perfect.
I think a lot comes down to like if he has the bats variation or the skeleton one. It's gonna be a lot more difficult with the bats one. Oh, that's such a cool Skarmy to block the because you knew that his Barbaro and his Snowball was out of cycle, so you decided to go in for the Skarmy to block for the Inferno Tower. That was really cool.
Now I think he cycled the snowball.
Mhm.
He played pretty well right there. He defended well. Oh, okay, I have Lumberjack over here.
So you prefer
Lumberjack
the
is pretty important to save your Lumberjack to the Lava Hound push, but if I have to use it on the Hog Rider, because I didn't have the Skarmy on cycle, so
Yeah, the bats would have just died to the archer there.
yeah.
So
And the baby dragon doesn't even deal
in this
damage.
situation, do you want to go same lane as the Hog Rider, or do you want to go opposite? Like, even though you have more damage on the left-hand side, is it worth starting the Lava Hound on the right?
Yeah, to the same lane as the Hog Rider.
Yeah, so then he has to start working on a new side. He generally doesn't want to keep pushing into the Lava Hound push, because then you're able to kill the unit and then counter push with units behind. You actually do a 200 IQ play, drop the flying machine, and you're like, hey man, I'm dropping the flying machine, it's still going the lane I want. I love that.
Yeah, but I thought the Hog Rider would go the other lane to the Skarmy, but
Yeah.
it went the Ice Column. Okay, that's a good push.
Oh, that Lumberjack. And you rage it. That's what you were talking about earlier. Sometimes you're just going for the clone for the Lumberjack rage.
Yeah.
Do you like that so much more than the Barbarian variation right now?
Yeah, I like it more than the variation.
Wow.
Earthquake to the bats.
Yeah.
A bit useless, but
I don't know, man. He's trying to inspire fear into you. He's just like, yo, I can just Earthquake here, a little bit of tactical BM.
yeah. Let's see if I can take this tower. He used this noble, so I think I can
Baby
take
Dragon's raged up, dude. Oh my gosh, you baited out an Inferno Tower too.
it. That's perfect for me.
That's crazy.
He has to use the Earthquake or another Hog.
What about situations when you go Lava Hound in the pocket? Do you ever do that, or is that just like a no?
Sometimes if I have many troops, I can do that. Okay. Let's see. Oh, those bats was misclick.
Oh. Any reason for the Lava Hound in the middle where you dropped it, opposed to like far left? Any difference really?
Because if he puts the Hog on the other lane, I mean I can flying machine and then the flying machine goes behind the Lava Hound.
Oh yeah, that's really cool. So then he can't snipe it with like, let's say archers, because it would be hitting the Lava Hound instead.
Yeah. Okay, he used his noble. I will put the Lava Hound on the back. I mean the flying machine will kill the archers and he have to defend it. Also he has defending the Ice Golem if he plays the Hog. I will snowball to try to don't get any damage.
Oh my gosh, dude! I don't know how you did
Flying
that.
machine is still alive.
everything's stockpiled behind the flying machine, or behind the lava hound, as you said.
Yeah. Okay, that's a very valuable snowball for him. But the flying machine to the king tower.
That's crazy amount of damage on the king. That cloned flying machine is doing so much
Tower.
damage.
Nice.
I don't know how you won that game. I saw the other guy's HP at like 3,000. I'm like, oh man, I don't know what he can possibly do and come back. That's crazy.
It was a pretty good game.
Well played.
Now I have in cycle the clone, the snowball, the flying machine, and the baby dragon. So I like to cycle with the flying machine.
Mm-hmm.
Or even the snowball, but snowball sometimes if they have balloon or something like that is very valuable in defense, or even against Hoku Riders and all stuff because snowball is very strong card.
Any reason to cycle the fly machine in the middle opposed to like cycling the far right or far left? Just to be able to hit both sides, I guess, or
Yeah, sometimes it hits both lanes, but nothing special. I like to put it right there.
this is definitely a funky deck.
Yeah.
Could be like graveyard or
Oh.
something. I don't know.
Wow, skeletons.
I've never seen an ice cold giant skeleton deck.
Okay, that's not bad. I don't know what are his air troops.
Yeah, it could be a balloon or something.
Wow.
I don't know what this is.
I don't know.
I guess that's one of the things in ladder. Would you say that this is like a really good ladder deck just because you're able to pick up wins pretty quickly? No matter what deck it is, you're playing the offense, you're kind of dictating the flow of the game, you're deciding what's happening and your opponent has to respond? Or would you...
Yeah, sometimes I can get like 3 crowns really quick. If I play against Golem or even against another lava and we go opposite lanes, I mean, I ignore completely his push and I can make like lava lumberjack baby dragon clone and get even 3 crowns because sometimes the golem player also plays like his lumberjack behind the golem, but my push is like quicker than... Wow, that's poison.
Because, yeah, he's got all
Okay,
spells.
it's spell cycle. Okay,
Oh
okay.
man, he's really wild. What I was gonna
Wow.
say is like sometimes when I play 2.9 Expo, like the games can be really drudgerous and long, but like I feel like with this deck, it never really gets boring. It's just like straight fun the entire time. Like everything's happening at once.
This game will be difficult because he has tornado also.
Yeah, he's literally got 4 spells with giant skeleton.
I don't know where to put the lava because he will rock it, so I will put it right here. I'm not pretty sure.
This
He will
is
hit
so
lava.
weird.
Yeah, he hit lava. Wow. This isn't going very good.
Yeah.
He has poison too.
Also, off-topic question. So, I know you primarily because like how great you were at Three Musketeers at the very, very start of it. Do you think Three Musketeers are actually viable right now? Because you're probably the person to ask.
Yeah, I think they are like viable, but not that much because the deploy time, now you can't pre-defend with the 3 muskies. A long time ago you can defend with 3 muskies every push because if they place the balloon at the bridge, like for example with a nice golem, you can like defend with 3 muskies and then go into the attack. Wow.
Oh man, are you gonna get him here?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. GG. But right now it's pretty difficult to defend with 3 muskies. There is a guy playing it on ladder and he's in the top,
Yeah.
but it's a very risky card. I mean, he has pretty bad matchups. Sometimes he had a good matchup because, I mean, also the Battle Ram and the Minion Horde are good cards to play with 3 muskies. And sometimes you can have good matchups, but it's not that strong right now, the 3 muskies.
Yeah, so what I gather is pretty situational. Alright, you ready to hop into one more?
Yeah, of course.
Alright, let's do it.
Okay, I have the Lava Hound to start.
Awesome, dude. I love having Lava Hound.
Yeah, I love that too.
Good
I
feeling.
hate when I don't have Lava Hound to start. Okay.
Okay, so
If I knew that he was placing the miner over there, I would go to the same lane, but I placed the lava first, so...
If it was
Okay.
just a miner there, sometimes do you ever just not respond to it and focus on building up your push, or?
Yeah, I wouldn't have respawned, but he played the Goblin Barrel too.
Okay. So, like, you would respond to a bandit, right? You would respond to what amount of damage do you feel comfortable taking at the start of the game when you're doing a Lava Hound push?
Also, it depends if I know his deck. I mean, if it's if he plays a bandit and I have like Skarmy or the Lumberjack, it depends. I mean, if I have Skarmy, I defend the bandit because then he has to defend the Skarmy too on the counter push. And a miner, normally I ignore him. I mean, if I know his deck, if he plays, I don't know.
Whoa.
Wow, with prediction. Good.
This
Okay,
is a
that's
crazy
okay.
one. This is probably one of the hardest decks you could play against. Dark Goblin, Zap.
Yeah, normally I lose against this.
Yeah, I took a tower though.
Against big, big decks like Golem or Lava, normally I ignore if they do something at the bridge, if they don't have like the Lava on cycle or something like that, or the Golem. I ignore if they do something in bridge because I know that I can take his tower easily. But against like pretty cycle decks like the Minor Control, I can't ignore like a Prince on the bridge, so I have to defend because I can take that much damage against the Minor Control.
That makes sense. Because Minor Control has the ability of finishing off your towers really quickly as well, so he's guaranteed to take a tower then if he gets a Prince connection.
Yeah, I placed the Baby Dragon very high because I knew that he was gonna place the Minor to predict. Okay,
This is so
I'll
tough.
clone over here because he played his Zap. Then I will snowball there. I think the minion horde will die.
Oh my gosh. Lava Hound clone is still alive too.
Yeah, that's a lot of damage.
Have you ever like Lava Hounded in the middle as soon as the clone or as soon as the Lava Hound was about to pop? So you have a secondary Lava Hound for the clone?
Yeah, if I am up in Elixir, I normally do that.
Yeah. That feels so good when that happens. I feel like it's just disgusting amount of damage.
Okay, I won't clone because I have the snowball over there.
You need to conserve
And it's
elixir.
GG.
Awesome. Yeah, there's no way for him to take your tower then. Well played, bro. That's crazy. Every single game that you played today, it just seemed like you stomped him with this deck, and every single game seemed like really quick and easy. But whenever I play this deck, I feel like it's I don't know, I feel like it's more difficult. I'm definitely gonna start incorporating a lot of these tips that you've shown us today. And one of the main things that I learned was just start Lava Hound at the very start of the game. If you have your Skarmy, defend. If you don't, you can actually eat a lot of damage, and it's cool.
You can even trade tower because it's really difficult to defend a push with like Lava Hound, Lumberjack, Baby Dragon clone. If you save your elixir, you can do that push even in one elixir. You don't even need double elixir to make that push if you don't defend the other tower, if you eat damage or if you trade towers. So and it's really difficult to defend.
What's your ideal favorite push with 2 or 3 units plus clone? What are your 2 like units that you want behind your Lava Hound usually?
Normally I don't clone the Flying Machine, but if I play against Logbait I do it because Logbait is difficult to defend the Flying Machine. But normally my favorite push against more decks, against beatdown decks, is Lava Hound, Lumberjack, Baby, and Clone. But if he has Lightning, and I know his Lightning can defend pretty well, but normally it doesn't. But I like to do like the Lava Hound with the Baby Dragon or the Lumberjack, one of them, Bats, and Clone.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Especially if you get the clone off before they're able to Lightning, it probably is a very bad time for them.
Yeah. Also, it's very good to clone the Bats because they have to snowball or zap it. So if they do that, the lava hound that was cloned will die.
Yeah.
And there will be a lot of lava pops over there.
Oh yeah, then they simply can't deal with it at all. That's so frustrating. Anyway, man, it's a pleasure having you on the channel. Also, guys, make sure to drop Faye a fat follow on Twitter. His Twitter will be down below in the description of the video, also in the pinned comment. It was a pleasure having you on, man. We learned a lot, and I can't wait to continue to do videos like this in the future. If you guys enjoyed this one, make sure to sauce me a fat thumbs up on the video. Let me know what you guys want to see in the next one. And thanks for watching. Thanks for chilling with me, and I can't wait to see you guys later. Peace out.